Saints. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yellow waiting. Let's go, D. Check three. Check 31, check 31.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Again has it complete. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Again, it's Murray. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Check 13.
On third down, here's Coleman. Oh, some strong running. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Now a give right side, Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, gun. 21, 21. Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, it's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give to Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 2.
To throw is Breeze. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You must be good. He's opposite. Level. Hey, seam 6. Hey, easy. 36.
Again, it's Breeze. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Here we go. 180! 21. Here we go. I got you. Here we go. Both sevens and Mike.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
That's the way. Hey, gun. White. I got you. 56. We own it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big hitter there, a first-down gain of 26 yards. They go back to Murray on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Check. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check.
On second down, Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Slam, slam, slam.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, gun. You better be afraid of me. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check 26. Slam. I got you. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him. Hey, gun.
They run forward with Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Check 3. Hey, easy. We go 21. You're good. Line 4, ready. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, orbit. Mike 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You ready? Check. 1 and 8.
1st down, Saints.
No. Hey, Charlie.
From midfield, here's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Here we go, here we go.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Don't get nervous, honey. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 50.
Back to throw, Breeze. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 85 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Throwing now is Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
11.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
13. Bravo.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
0-2. Hey, high 7. Here we go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
This is Breida. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
36.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Wide, get wide. I got you.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Breeze now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.